And good afternoon. My name is Konstantinos. I am an aspired Emirates camping crew, or else an Emirates gonna be. Today is Tuesday, 23rd of December 2025, and we're going to see at least the Article 4 and the Article 5 of the Federal Degree Law number 33 of 2021 regarding the regulation of employment relationships and its amendments of the United Arab Emirates. The particular document was created from the Ministry of Human Resources and Emiratization of the United Arab Emirates. So let's proceed with the articles of the law. Let's go faster. So, Article 4, equality and non-discrimination. Article 5, employment of I believe it's juveniles. Let's continue. And again, as a title, Federal Degree Law number 33 of 2021 regarding the regulation of employment relationships. In short, it is the employment law of the United Arab Emirates. And because it is a federal law, it is applicable to every emirate because it is a federal law, it is applicable to each and every emirate of the United Arab Emirates, including Dubai. And let's move on. Article 4. Okay. Article 4. Equality and non-discrimination. Any discrimination on the basis of race, color, sex, religion, national or social origin, or disability, which would have the effect of nullifying or impairing equality of opportunity, or prejudicing equal treatment in the employment, the maintenance of a job, and the enjoyment of its benefits is prohibited. Employers are prohibited to discriminate against workers in jobs involving similar tasks. And Article 4, Paragraph 2, rules and regulations that aim to enhance the participation of United Arab Emirates citizens in the labor market shall not constitute discrimination. And Article 4, Paragraph 3, without prejudice. I believe the correct word is prejudice. So, without prejudice to the rights established for working women stipulated herein, all provisions regulating the employment of workers without discrimination shall apply to working women. Okay, in order for me to not be silent, I try to understand better, I try to understand the law without prejudice to the rights established for working women, stipulated herein all provisions regulating the employment of workers some noise. Again, all provisions regulating the employment of workers without discrimination. All provisions regulating the employment of workers without discrimination shall apply to working women. So, we see, as we see here from Article 4, Paragraph 3, and as described in Article 4, Paragraph 1. Let's see, let me find the correct line. As we see in Paragraph 3, the employers that operate inside the United Arab Emirates shall equally treat both male workers and female workers. So this is the particular paragraph 3 of Article 4 is implying the particular statement. And Article 4, Paragraph 4. So give me a moment, please. A woman is granted a wage equal to the wages of a man if she performs the same work or an alternative work of equal value by a resolution of the Cabinet upon the Minister's proposal. The procedures, terms, and standards necessary for evaluating work of equal value shall be issued. So, shall be issued by the employer or by the state. Okay. So again, Article 4, Paragraph 4. So the Article 4 title is Equality and Non-discrimination. A woman is granted a wage equal. Okay. No. Again, a woman is granted a wage equal to the wages of a man if she performs the same work or an alternative work of equal value. So if let's say a man working, a male worker, a male worker working for an employer performs work of a particular value, and by the resolution of a cabinet upon the minister's proposal, the procedures, terms, and standards necessary for evaluating work of equal value shall be issued. So an employer should have on place evaluating techniques that have the available mechanism to evaluate the value of the work done from a female worker and of a male worker. So both genders, correct, both genders, both female workers and male workers shall be granted the same salary if they perform the same work or an alternative work of equal value. I believe the Article 4, Paragraph 4 it's more than clear. Equality, again, equality and non-discrimination in the place of work, let's say. Article 5, employment of juveniles. And with this article I conclude the particular video. It is not permissible to employ any person under the age of 15 years old. And give me a moment. Article 5, let's say paragraph 2, the following conditions are required to employ a juvenile. A. Written consent of the juvenile's guardian or custodian. B. A certificate issued by the medical entity proving the health fitness of the juvenile to undertake the required work. The actual working hours shall not exceed 6 hours per day and shall include 1 break or more, which shall not be less than 1 hour in total, and these periods should be defined so that the juvenile does not work for more than 4 consecutive hours. The juvenile shall not work between 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. So somehow the employment law of the United Arab Emirates somehow the employment law of the United Arab Emirates protects the juveniles. That means persons from the 15th year of age up to the 17th year of age. And actually said that let's say if a juvenile is able to grant a worker contract with an employer in UAE, in the United Arab Emirates, then the juvenile will work only from 7 a.m. up to 7 p.m. in the particular time frame, and also the juvenile will work in max 6 hours per day, should have at least a break of 1 hour in the particular working shift, and also the juvenile should not work more than 4 consecutive hours. So in essence, we have a 7-hour work day for juveniles, 3 hours work, let's say, or 4 hours work, 1 hour break, and then 2 or 3 hours of work, and that's it. And the work may start as early as 7 a.m. and conclude as late as 7 p.m. And Article 5, Paragraph 2, Section E. The juveniles should not be employed in dangerous or arduous works, or in works which, by their nature, are likely to harm his health, safety or morals, and which are defined by a resolution of the minister in coordination with the concerned authorities. And Article 5, Paragraph 2, Section F, the juvenile shall not work overtime, be kept in the workplace after the prescribed hours, or work on weekends or official holidays. So, I believe mentioning official holidays, the law means the public holidays. So a juvenile is only allowed to work during the normal working weekdays, from Friday. So in essence, a juvenile is able to work in the United Arab Emirates. Is able to work from Monday to Friday. The working time frame that is able to work is as early as 7 a.m. in the morning and as late as 7 p.m. in the evening. And the juvenile is only able to work 6 hours. The juvenile is able to have 6 hours of work per day, plus 1 hour of break. And the juvenile is only able to work a maximum of consecutive 4 hours per day. That means in a 6 hours working day, the juvenile may work continuously for 4 hours, then have a break, and then and then work again for 2 hours continuously, and then after this the juvenile will conclude his or her duty and, for example, clock out. And Article 5, Paragraph 3, the implementing regulation hereof shall specify the juvenile employment, the procedures to which the employer is committed, the works in which the employment of the juvenile is prohibited, and the rules for excluding the entities that aim at training and qualifying juveniles professionally, including charitable, educational and training institutions, from some provisions of this article. Let me read the particular paragraph for a second time. Okay. No. So give me a moment, please. Thumbs up. And the implementing, let's see, the recruiting and employment of workers. Okay. So again, paragraph 3 of Article 5, employment of juveniles. The implementing regulation hereof shall specify. So, in essence, the implementing regulation is the employment law. Shall specify the juvenile employment, the procedures to which the employer is committed, the works in which the employment of the juvenile is prohibited, and the rules for excluding the entities that aim at training and qualifying juveniles professionally, including charitable, educational, and training institutions, for some provisions of this article. So for juveniles, even they are minors, let's say, even they are below the age of 18 years old. How to say? The employment law of the United Arab Emirates is applied in all workers, let's say in both female and male, juveniles or adults. And the implementing regulation hereof, so from Article 6 and on in the particular law, in the United Arab Emirates employment law, the remaining articles from Article 6 and on will specify the juvenile employment. So that is. So the rest of the articles of the particular law will specify not only the procedures to which, and in essence, the remaining articles of the employment law of the United Arab Emirates will specify for both the juveniles and the adults and the adult workers the procedures to which the employers is committed. I believe let me say it with my own words and not through the law. So hereof, that means from now on, from Article 6 and on up to the article, I believe, 74. Okay, so the law will specify overtime is not allowed. The juveniles are not allowed to have overtime, as we have seen before. But from Article 6 up to the Article 57, okay, from up to the Article of 74, and from Article 1 up to Article Article 11. No. What is going on here? What is going on today? And from Article 1 up to Article 12 of the Cabinet Resolution number 92 of 2022, we are going to see what is applicable by law for the juveniles and the adult workers in the United Arab Emirates. What are the benefits? What are the restrictions? And so on. So this is Konstantinos. Thank you for watching the particular video. So as you may see, as you may witness, it's not an easy task to read the law, to understand the law, and then to express the law meaning with our own words. Sometimes it's easy to express the law with simplified words. Sometimes not. But I believe in today's video I was able to provide to you the meaning of Article 4, equality and non-discrimination, and Article 5, employment of juveniles in the United Arab Emirates. And for example, what is implied in anything that is implied in Article 6 is applicable for juveniles and for the adult workers in the United Arab Emirates. Okay. Everything implied in in Article 7 work patterns is both applied to juveniles and the adult workers in the United Arab Emirates. Except if otherwise stated in the article of the law. So this is Konstantinos. And I hope the particular video was educational and that it was somehow engaging. And see you in the next video. And I wish you to have a very nice and wonderful